Okay, so I'm looking for a car for my daughter. And as you may know, she has a Tesla Model S, and she came to me one day and said she's looking for something a little bit more sporty and or feminine or boss girl as the kids like to call it nowadays. She also wants something convertible so she could drive with the top down. Well, I offered her the electric Honda Beat, but she doesn't want two electric cars because, well, where she lives, there's no charging, and the Honda Beat definitely doesn't supercharge. Now, for the cars that came to mind were the Mercedes SLK, the Audi TT, the BMW 3 Series convertible, the Mini Cooper convertible, and the convertible Volkswagen Beetle. She actually didn't like any of those options apparently, and she thought that the Z3 would be the ultimate choice. And I hate convertibles. They are all over Facebook Marketplace, but I was able to find one that had a hardtop on AutoBidMaster, which is also today's sponsor. If you're looking to buy a vehicle at auction but don't have a dealer's license, with AutoBidMaster, you don't need one. For over 15 years, they've been empowering everyday buyers to access auction-grade vehicles with ease and confidence. Whether you're looking for a car, a truck, or motorcycle, AutoBidMaster gives you full control throughout the entire bidding process. Their personalized accounts ensure that you get the guidance you need every step of the way. They also offer membership options like basic, advanced, and premium, tailored to fit your budget. Worried about paperwork? They've got you covered there with worry-free document management and fast, reliable delivery. Plus, their ClearVin vehicle history report helps you make informed decisions before you bid. Need your vehicle shipped? AutoBidMaster also offers nationwide and international shipping with transparent shipping calculators to give you a peace of mind. So whether you're bidding from home or halfway around the world, AutoBidMaster makes car buying easy, safe, and stress-free. Just visit AutoBidMaster.com today and start bidding with confidence, and use my code RichRebuilds to get $50 off memberships with the promo code RichRebuilds. So I bought this car from AutoBidMaster, which was a super easy process, and the car was really cheap. Why was it so cheap? Well, it was listed as a non-running car because it didn't have an engine in it. What do you do when you have a car whose inline six-cylinder isn't included in the deal? Well, you LS swap it. And funny thing, I just so happen to have an LS. What a coincidence. Can a woman with no high horsepower driving experience handle a 500 horsepower manual car? Well, I guess we're gonna see at some point. So we finally have the motor out. We're gonna be doing some work on it today. We're gonna be doing some heads, possibly a cam. I haven't done this in a very long time, so I actually called in some external help. Terry, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Rich, man?
Not too bad. Terry, where are you from and why are you here?
Well, I'm from New York, and the reason we're here is because we're gonna build a really stout BMW. And as soon as you told me that you wanted to do an LS swap, I was all in. I'm excited about this. And
Yeah, I'm pumped too.
yeah, we gotta rip it down. We're gonna get busy.
What parts are we swapping today?
We're gonna swap almost everything, but except the bottom half. We got a new intake. We even got headers, got new heads, we got cams, we got lifters, we got a good amount of stuff that we got to put on.
Okay.
You know, gaskets, everything. So we got to thank our good friends over at Summit for hooking us up. So all this is going to go in that. So Summit, you know, one call does it all, man.
It's gonna be great. Thank you, Summit.
It's gonna be cool. And what are you going to do with this BMW?
This is my daughter's car. What's this? Is it a clogged water port? That doesn't help.
No.
Oh man,
How long has this engine been sitting?
quite some time. At least a few years. And then when it got here, it sat another few months too. So it's been sitting for a while. When we get the heads off, I think we'll get a better look as to what's going on
we gotta
inside. We'll get the
inspect
heads
to see what's
off,
going
this, and then this timing cover. This is really not bad for what, 15 minutes you've been here for?
No, we took it down.
15 minutes we took it down. We have almost both heads off. If you look inside of this engine's been sitting for a while somewhere. We can clean these up, no problem.
WD-40.
Little WD-40, we'll turn it over, you know, make sure the walls are good, and we'll go from there. But this is not going to a machine shop. I repeat, this is not going to a machine shop, because you know how that goes. We'll never see it again.
Coming off.
It is. You want to use like a toothbrush or something?
Yeah, if you have one, that'd be cool.
We don't have one. That's figured I'd ask for it. Terry, you ready for this or what?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This is personally my favorite part about doing an engine build, putting the cam in.
There you go. There you go. No jokes, no jokes.
Just like bath time.
It's bath time. All right, there we go. Now it starts getting a little interesting. There we go.
Yeah, you did
There
it.
we go.
All right, now the heads are going on. Terry,
Yes.
tell me about these heads, these nice shiny heads we have going on here.
These are Summit brand heads. What's it called? Again, part of their LS Pro line. And they generously said, "Hey, listen, if you're gonna build an engine, we're not gonna let you go out like a sucker.
Like a sucker. Come
no,
on.
you ain't
we
going out
need
like a
good
sucker.
heads.
No, you need to put some nice heads on there.
So what I like about these, I didn't have to send the old heads out. That was the big debate in the beginning.
Yeah.
The lead times to sending your heads out to get ported, then you get them back. I mean, that could be a month.
Exactly.
In some cases.
And for the cost, you might as well get yourself a fresh set of heads.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
These are really nice. And they're already loaded with everything. The
You
springs,
don't have to do
valves.
anything for springs. They're double spring. Look at that.
They're perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, we got the real deals
Yeah,
here.
the double springs. Look at that.
Even better. We got nice head gaskets. So this is a very nice thank you to Summit Racing for
No,
this.
thank you very much. This is for your daughter, right?
This is for her. This is all for her. I would do anything for her, including building a 500 horsepower, 3,000 pound, BMW.
BMW.
Yep. Terry, look at this beautiful piece of engineering right here. Terry, thank you very much for your help, man. I appreciate you coming all the way out
You know
here.
how we do, man.
Tell
It's
me what
only
this.
beginning, man.
I
Come
want to
on.
thank Terry for coming out here. Summit Racing for literally everything you could
Yes.
see and touch. Heads, all the gaskets. We have a larger throttle body we're going to put on here.
Yep, we gotta get rid
once
of
we
this
swap out the intake.
3-bolt.
I mean, literally everything. We have push rods, little valve springs.
A lot of stuff that you don't see.
A lot of stuff that you don't see on the inside. There's a camshaft. This thing's gonna make an easy 500 to the tire. Easy. So this is great. My daughter thanks you very much. Oh, don't forget the new timing cover.
Oh.
Got a new timing cover. This thing it looks like a work of art.
LSs all look like a work of art.
Okay, so we finally got these parts from Sticky Manufacturing, and this is gonna be a huge component into getting this M Coupe, or should I say M Roadster, up and running. We wanna make sure we're not reinventing the wheel by remanufacturing our own parts. We should have motor mounts in this box, headers, pretty much a whole bunch of stuff to fit the LS. It's kind of funny how I think this LS fits in this engine bay perfectly. The inline 6 is really long, and the LS is actually shorter than the inline 6 and probably the same in weight. But we're gonna open up these boxes from Sticky to see what they sent us, just so we can see how much easier this process is gonna get having the right parts. Joey, thank you very much. Joey taking care of it.
Yay, more paper.
Bolts.
Okay. Jeez, what on earth?
Look at that.
This is quality. I was expecting something that doesn't look like
I was
this.
expecting like two pipes like half welded together.
Seriously, that's what we would have made. Those are nice.
Dude.
This is really nice. Actually.
Okay.
It's almost like overkill.
It's like they take pride in their work.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Right.
See what it's
Oh, this
Oil
is
filter.
yes, this is the relocation kit.
and a filter.
And it has a filter too. This is the shipped relocation kit. It actually has to move forward, I think about 5 inches or so,
look at
because
that thing.
yeah, I know, right? Because the dimensions of the Z3 are a lot different than a standard car would go in the LS, whether it's a Camaro or what's the other one they make? Camaro or Firebird. No, what's it called? They make fun of it. They call it the Cavalier. It's the
I don't know what you're talking about.
dude. This is gonna kill me.
Cavalier.
GTO.
Oh,
Pontiac
yeah,
GTO. Yeah.
We all forgot.
Last but not least, I believe this is the new custom oil pan we need. Oh man, look at this. You know, it's a bit much, but I like it.
And then if you just want to get like something to put all those in.
We'll just put those all in a bucket.
Got it.
So we have to add this to our list of things to use. Loctite.
Loctite
It's
gel
called
stick. We're gonna get you away from this liquid stuff.
Loctite.
What are you doing?
Dude, I don't have a digital one.
Are you trying to do the Manhattan Project?
We have to do trigonometry.
What
and use
is
my
this?
phone
Where's
to
your
fix-
abacus? Did you know that Milwaukee has one that if you hold the button,
Yeah.
it goes zzzz,
I've seen it on TV.
and then it vibrates and then goes beep, 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 and tells you and records them all.
Is it really?
Like, and you can output it all to a spreadsheet, so you can make sure that everything was torqued. Don't drop the clip.
It's too late.
It's too late. This is what I need a spline tool.
I know.
We have one. It's just really long.
Okay, we don't have a clutch tool, so you're never gonna guess in a million years what we're gonna do right now. You're never gonna guess.
Yay.
You're never gonna guess.
Corvette things.
Corvette tings.
Go up to Madonna.
This is how John has sex. He's used to this.
It's gonna come down a lot.
For the first
You mean he's not used to it?
Oh, sure.
Watch your feet.
Surprise.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Here we have the old oil pan off, and we're putting on the new unit. Pickup tube is new. Very nice welds. Nice job on this, guys. Okay, so next on the menu is we have to install the revised steering shaft. With the larger collectors that are going on the engine, this steering shaft won't clear it, and we have the new revised steering shaft, which is a lot thinner right here. So hopefully that trailer to make it for us. Also, we have to redo what's called the eyeball arms, which are right there. These are a lot bigger, and we have aftermarket ones coming in right now. So it once again clears them, whatever. So we're putting the headers on and then putting it in to see what we have to bash to make this thing fit. Yeah, pushing forward.
Yeah, get straight, get straight, get straight. Get straight.
No, I'm not.
Come on, Linda.
I can't reach.
She got
She can't reach, let me see.
I literally can't reach.
That's all she's, are you serious right now,
Shut your
Lena?
face.
Did you just hit your head?
Go for it.
No.
Keep going.
Feel a concussion.
Now hang on my foot.
Higher?
Yeah. Up higher.
Tell me when.
That's good right there. Watch your feet. Watch out. Do that. What's the shaft? What's the drive shaft?
Nothing. I can't lift it. There we go.
Joey, you like your feet are in the air, dang. That's kind of funny.
Joey, it's on the tire.
All right, so far we have one motor mount in. Well, now it's kind of popped out, but it's all good.
Oh no, did it pop out?
It's, yeah, there's like a 1/2 a thread in the hole. All right, so now we're on the inside. We're gonna see why you need a shifter relocation kit. That's where the shifter would be. This is where it should be. Wait, someone had a hard time with it already, Joe. You see this?
Yeah, they cut it all up.
Someone cut it all up already. Huh.
Not part of the kit.
That wasn't part of the plan. So yeah, that way the shifter relocation kit, which they included with this, the shifter ends up in the same location. So okay, we got the header in. So I think, Joey, once we get 2 bolts in and we lower the engine, I don't know, the 7 inches it has to go down,
Yeah.
it's gonna have more clearance in there, I believe.
You gonna have more?
Yeah, because the whole motor's gonna go down. No, I'm sure not clearance, but maybe it might get worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could get better or worse. We really don't know yet.
Can you reach the bolt,
Yes, I'll get the front one.
please?
We got one header in. This is the most exciting news ever.
I kind of lined up.
So, we have some news to share. We actually don't have to hit the back of the firewall anyway, which surprised me. That's clear. What we do have to modify is where the ABS lives.
Well, I mean, we knew that.
But other than that, nothing else is hitting. We have to move those brake lines a little bit, maybe. And that's about it. But just ABS relocation, because we want to keep that. And that's really it, Joey. Got to figure out where that's going to live now. But that's pretty much all we have to do. And of course, there's no header on this side. All right, now we're moving the AC lines. This car is not going to have AC. I know some of you are disappointed, some of the older folk that live in Florida. But remember, the roof comes off. So if you want AC, just pop the roof off. Look at this.
What do they do on TV?
Look at it. And they yell, we're going to lose the shop. We don't hurry up.
We're gonna lose it.
We're gonna lose the shop. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna pop these out too, just to get this out of here. Weight savings. Okay. This is the area that we have to do some massaging to. That's where the header was hitting. And now we're gonna get a chisel and a hammer, pry bar, what have you, and we'll be good. Okay. Well, it's working.
So much for just bashing it in.
She dead, man.
Totally good. Thank
Second run. Now that the back has been modified.
you. Beautiful.
How's the back look?
Oh, it's on
They touching anywhere?
This is tight.
It's right there.
Right there.
Right there.
All right, I'll get a screw in.
Don't get old, bro. It's like getting blind.
Don't worry.
He should come up more often.
I know, right?
But it is again. But not bad. Look, not bad, man. Look, it's a small piece. I mean, it's good, man. It's good. See right there?
Try to
now
tighten.
hitting right there.
I know. Try to tighten it. Put the thing in the hole again.
Right. Let me know when you get it.
Well, after a lot of pushing, it finally fit, and man, does it look good in there. No major cutting, just a little clearancing for the header, as they call it. Steering shaft fits, drive shaft is all set. All it needs to be is wired up and hit the dyno. Shout out to Summit Racing for the heads, Cam. Shout out to Sicky for the BMW parts, and AutoBidMaster for sponsoring this video. And I'll see you guys for the next update.